Happy World Environment Day! हाँ!
अपना फर्ज निभाएंगे, टाइगर को बचाएंगे।
गवर्नमेंट का एजेंडा यही है कि सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट किया जाए, वाइल्ड लाइफ हो, बायोडाइवर्सिटी हो या फिर शहरों में हो, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट को लेके आगे जाए।
I want to protect nature because nature will protect me.
Hello midday readers, today we are at NCPA to celebrate World Environment Day where children from various schools across Mumbai are presenting their artworks to spread awareness about protecting wildlife and nature. Let's see what these children have for us.
So Sanctuary has Kids for Tigers, which is a program that reaches over 2 million children in the country, and they do the most amazing work with children, and they spread the word about looking after the environment and believing that the kids can make a difference. And I think that's the most important thing. They make children believe that they can make a difference, and by doing that they spread joy, they spread happiness. If you had seen the way the kids were today, there was so much joy at the NCPA campus. It was a delight, it really was.
How did you make this and what does this tiger represent?
We made this only with corrugated biodegradable boxes and nothing else.
So basically the reason why we wanted to make this, because first of all, as we all know, tiger is a national animal of our country. But still it is one of the most, it is one of the endangered species of our country as well as the world, according to IUCN. So basically what we wanted was to encourage and basically tell the people about the situation of tigers in our country itself, and to make sure that we encourage the practices of reuse, reduce and recycle by the art installation.
Now, according to you, what is the significance of World Environment Day?
World Environment Day is all about creating awareness about the nature, environment and to save it. And as we all know, trees are very important for us. They provide us with food, flowers, and main thing is oxygen.
Correct. What else? What about
And
you?
the planet Earth has already done so much for us. It provides us with food, furniture, clothing, shelter. So this is the day where we can give back to planet Earth.
Okay, so now what will you suggest our readers to do on their everyday basis to help environment?
I'll suggest them to keep their locality clean and to respect the trees, plant more trees.
So what are these artworks and what do they represent?
Basically, this artwork represents that greenery, trees, plants, they're the most important thing. Plants, greeneries, they help the earth. If they won't be, means they did not exist, the earth did not exist.
And what about you?
That artwork is called Time Keeps on Slipping. So it shows that humanity has very less time to save Mother Earth and save itself from impeccable doom. And if we put some effort into changing our daily lives, we will definitely make a huge difference. And these bottles are reusable bottles which they have collected from the beach.
This artwork I can see has a huge message. Can you please explain us what does this represent?
So basically it's all about cause and effect, as the title suggests. It shows like a very distinct difference between the beauty of nature and the destruction that we as humans cause with our own activities like industrial pollution and dumping of waste, irresponsible dumping of waste if I can be exact. And it basically shows the variable difference of how life can be if we maintain our earth and we maintain this only home that we have, and if we just keep doing what we are doing currently and we end up destroying the only planet that we have to live on currently.
This actually represents about the pollution which we are causing in the seas and oceans, and it actually represents that what actually happens to the marine life.
This represents that how we pollute is polluting the mushrooms, and mushrooms are one of the contributor who decrease the emissions done by the CO2.
You want to tell me what you are?
I'm a tigress. I am a red panda. I like eating bamboos and I occasionally snack on fruits and insects. I have a long tail which helps me climb.
Hi sir, on this World Environment Day, we youngsters really want to protect the environment, but we have no idea on how to. We are missing on the opportunities. Can you please help us and let us know how can we go ahead with it, and where can we find things where we can get involved in for protecting our environment?
You young people have the legitimacy to ask for a better world. And if you don't say you want a better world, then my generation will not give you a better world. You guys have got to demand, you got to open your mouth and speak, and that's the best thing you can do, but you have to speak very politely. You also have to understand that the economy is a wholly owned subsidiary of the environment, that nature is the source of life, not the source of resources with which we use to build factories. Nature gives us clean air, nature gives us pure water, nature gives us food that grows on our soils. So if you understand, you don't need any convincing.
So how did you start your journey as an environmentalist?
My journey as an environmentalist started when I fell in love with nature.
How did that happen?
That happened not on any one spark. It happened because there were 1,000 sparks. But the fact is that as I grew older and older, I realized one thing, that I used to say I love nature, but when people were damaging it, I was not doing anything. I was only about 14, 15, 16 years old. And slowly what happened was, it came to me that if I love something, I have to protect it. So I started protecting one thing, then another, then another, then another. Fateh Singh Rathore, I met him in Ranthambore under a banyan tree, and he says, if you want to really save nature, you can't go along alone. You have to create a whole army. So start a magazine called Sanctuary. So we started Sanctuary magazine. From Sanctuary magazine, we started Cub magazine. From Cub magazine, we went and produced Project Tiger films. From Project Tiger films, we've now got the Sanctuary Nature Foundation, and it's a movement. And it doesn't belong to me, it doesn't belong to us, it belongs to you. To all of the young people of this country and the world.
What is the significance of this World Environment Day that is happening every year?
Every single day is World Environment Day, and there is only one Earth we have. There's no planet B. And essentially it's just to wake people up, you know. Sometimes you take it for granted कि ये ठीक है, ये है, वो है, ये है. अरे इसके बगैर सांस नहीं ले सकते, इसके बगैर पानी नहीं पी सकते, इसके बगैर खाना नहीं खा सकते. And the young people, quite honestly, are growing up and they will change the world. And what I tell them is, you don't have to go out and plant a tree. The butterfly is doing it, the bird is doing it, the bear is doing it, the deer is doing it. All these animals together are the gardeners of our Eden, and that's a simple lesson. We human beings, we are disturbing things too much, and that is not something the earth will tolerate. Climate change, the pandemic, all these things are a result of our mismanagement of planet Earth. But everything will be all right. This is what we tell children. Go to sleep believing it, wake up in the morning and celebrate the fact that the Earth knows how to take care of itself.
What is the theme for this year now?
Only one Earth.
Yeah.
It's just one Earth. You don't have another one. You can't go to the moon, you can't go to Mars, you can't go to Venus. You got this one Earth, look after it.
So, hi Pooja ma'am, what is your message for our readers on World Environment Day?
This program is called the Kids for Tigers, and the message is, let more and more kids know why it is important to save the tigers, so that we save our planet and our tigers. So the kids should save the tigers.
According to you, what is the biggest threat to the environment?
According to me, is not having knowledge why we should save the tigers. As a child, I grew up learning about the jungle, the animals, but I didn't know why it is important to save the tigers. The tigers are forming the ecosystem, or they are top on the line of the predator. So saving the tiger is like saving the environment, and a lot of us don't know. So the right to knowledge is the first thing which we must be taught, and that I think is very important.
Happy World Environment Day!
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.